A very fine morning, my dear students. Hope you all will be fine by the grace of God. Today, we will continue with the same chapter, that is, chapter 3rd, Life Processes in Living Organism, part 2. Before starting today's lecture, let us recall what we have studied in our previous lecture. In our previous lecture, we have studied about sexual reproduction, gamete formation, fertilization, male and female reproductive organ, etc. Let us see now in today's lecture we will study about fertilization in human being, development and birth, menstrual cycle, reproduction and modern technology, sperm bank, twin reproduction, health, reproductive health, etc. So, let us start our lecture part, but before that, you watch one video, children. Let us watch the video, children. How this cycle occurs, menstrual cycle occurs, and how the fertilization takes place. So here you can see on the top, that is the internal structure of the our female reproductive organs. Downwards you can see one ovary is shown there, and how the ova is coming out. Let us see now. See how the follicle rupture and ovum is coming out. This is called ovulation. Now we study about the menstrual cycle. We can see this is in young girl, Graafian follicle do not reach maturity and they begin to open only when the puberty commences in the girls, and the timing for puberty is 15 to 16 years. That time they are getting matured. So now you can see here, due to puberty, the gonadotropin hormones are there which stimulates, and here you see gonadotropin stimulate the ovaries, and due to stimulation estrogen and progesterone are secreted. These are two hormones. Primary and secondary sex characters of females are developed due to these hormones. Menstruation begins about 15 days after the ovulation. Ovulation means when ova comes out. Now FSH, that is the follicle stimulating hormone, that stimulates ovum, then follicle get matured, it secretes the estrogen, and then regrowth of the endometrium takes place. What is endometrium, children? The inner wall of the uterus is called as endometrium. Now when the increased production of estrogen is there, that triggers to the production of LH. LH means luteinizing hormone. So you all know that progesterone, estrogen, LH, FSH, these are the ladies hormone. Here you can see this is the menstrual cycle, how day wise it is going. See, in the 1 to 5 days what changes, then 5 to this 13 or 15 days. So how this changes occur, that you can see here. This is also important topic. What is the secretory phase? You can see here. This is secretory phase is under control of progesterone and estrogen. So children, let us start with this fertilization topic. So today we'll study about this. What is the fertilization? the formation of zygote by the union of sperm and ovum is called the fertilization. So this point you have to underline. This is very important. So now we can see here that the semen is ejaculated means poured into the vagina during the copulation, that means intercourse. Sperm in the number of the few millions start journey, and what is their route? Through the vagina they goes to the uterus, and from the uterus they goes to the oviduct. Oviduct is the junction between the uterus and the ovary, that is called oviduct. Now already I have shown you in the video the structure, that human female reproductive system, which type or that how the structure of the human female reproductive system is there. So from the age of puberty up to the menopause. So what is the age of puberty? 10 to 17 years of age, and menopause age is, menopause mean when our period stopped. That age is 45 to 50 years. So an ovum is released every month from the ovary, and out of these 2 to 4 million ova, approximately 400 oocytes are released up to the age of menopause. Remaining oocyte undergoes degeneration. So children, uh, here we'll see that oocytes released from the ovaries during the last few months, nearly the age of menopause, are 40 to 50 years old. That is why this time, if the ability of division or mitotic division or meiosis, whatever is there, any division, that especially meiotic division is there, so that gets completely reduced. So in such cases the oocytes are, if by chance the oocytes are fertilized, then the what child will be there, what child, this is the fertilization you can see here. Pick up the fertilization, children, how the sperm are entering the ova. Now this is fertilization, children. Now here we'll see that if by chance such type of the ladies just bear the pregnancy, then the newborn which are produced, that will be having the abnormality. Which type of abnormality? Like they will be having the Down syndrome. So this is the drawback. So we that lady should not take chance after 45 years of the age for the child. Children, this all is cancelled for you. This everything is cancelled. Till here it is cancelled. Then again you come to this topic, children, development and birth. This topic is also cancelled for you. Full topic. Let us see now this portion. This also is cancelled for you. Let us see this. So the man is totally responsible whether the couple will have a boy or a girl child. During zygote formation, man contribute either X chromosome or Y chromosome to the next generation, but female always contribute only X chromosome to the next generation. Therefore, who is responsible? The men are responsible. So, if X chromosome come from the male and the child will be girl, and if Y chromosome come from the male, that means the ladies or the women will give X chromosome only, na? Either it is the formation of the boy or the girl. But if X chromosome of ladies is fertilized by X chromosome of the men, then it will be the girl child. And if X chromosome will be fertilized by the Y chromosome of the man, then it will be a boy. So this is very important. In village and all, they are torturing to the ladies. They are telling, "Arey, this lady cannot give birth to the boy, so मैं मेरे बेटे की दूसरी शादी करूँगी." That also because those ladies are not literate, so they don't know. It is an important factor. Thinking of this, is a try to consider the mother responsible for a girl child. We should take effort to stop this female foeticide. I mean, when we kill the fetus, it is called foeticide. Now, next is the menstrual cycle. So we'll see now menstrual cycle. Female reproductive system undergoes some changes at puberty, and these changes repeat at the interval of 28 to 30 days. That is why we tell our menstrual cycle is 28 to 30 days. These repetitive changes are called the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is a natural process. So this point you have to underline, children. This all. Now, four hormones are responsible for this: follicular stimulating hormone, that is FSH, luteinizing hormone, that is LH, estrogen and progesterone. So these names you have to remember. Now, one of the several follicle in the ovary that start to develop along with the oocyte which is present inside it. So now what will happen, that under the effect of follicle stimulating hormone or FSH, this developing follicle secretes the estrogen hormone, and due to that the endometrium of the uterus, I already told you that uterus inner wall is called the endometrium, that start to develop during the first cycle, and that regenerate at the subsequent cycle under the effect of estrogen. Meanwhile, we can see that developing follicle complete its development. It bursts out. You have seen in the video that it bursts, and under the effect of LH hormone or luteinizing hormone, and oocyte is released. This is called the ovulation. So this point you have to underline. This is called ovulation. This is very important. The remaining tissue is the corpus luteum of the remaining tissue which is the burst follicle that form the corpus luteum. This corpus luteum start to secrete progesterone hormone, and endometrial glands secrete their secretion under the effect of progesterone. Such endometrium is ready for the implantation of the embryo, but if it does not get fertilized, then it shed off in the form of the blood, that is menstrual blood. Now, if within it should be fertilized within 24 hours, so that is the main thing. Here you can see, children, this is the menstrual cycle. So in this is menstrual cycle. Here you all can see. This is a menstrual cycle, children. We can see here on the top, pituitary gland is there. Here see hypothalamus, then pituitary gland are there. Here they are secreting FSH and LH, already I told. Then this is fully grown follicle, and Here changes in ovary during the menstruation are shown here. How they change. Then here you can see how the estrogen, due to estrogen, whatever changes are there, that you can see here. Then this is ovulation, that means this ovum is coming out. Here this corpus luteum is formed due to progesterone and estrogen. This is corpus albicans. Then here you can see the cycle, children. This is menstrual cycle. Then changes in the uterus during the menstruation, that you can see. This is period of menstruation, 1 to 4 days, at least 4 days. The blood is shedding off, blood is coming out. Then period of regeneration of endometrium. This is here the endometrium is regenerating. This is ovulation period, that means we can see here from 14 to 16 days, that is the maximum peak period for the reproduction, for the ovulation, this period. Then from 17 to 28 days, period of secretion of glands in the endometrium. So this is the menstrual cycle, and it is very important, children. Now if the oocyte is not fertilized within 24 hours, the corpus luteus become inactive and it transform into corpus albicans. You have seen here, children. It is this phase. You can see corpus luteum. If it is not fertilized, then it changes to corpus albicans. Here you can see, children. So here endometrium start degenerating in the absence of these two hormones. Which two hormones? Estrogen and progesterone. A tissue of degenerating endometrium and unfertilized ovum are discarded through the vagina. So that is only the coming out as menstrual bleeding. This is accompanied with the continuous bleeding, and bleeding continues approximately 4 to 5 days. This is called the menstruation. So that point you have to underline. Now, unless the oocyte is fertilized and embryo is implanted, this process is repeated every month. Therefore, the embryo is implanted. If the embryo will be implanted, the repetition of the cycle is temporarily stopped for the period of parturition, that is the giving birth to the child period. What is parturition? That is giving birth to the child. And after that, the breastfeeding period. Menstrual cycle is a natural process, and the women experience severe pains during this period. Fever, weakness is also felt during this heavy bleeding, and therefore the higher possibility of infections is also during this period. So cleanliness should be maintained, and personal hygiene should be given more attention. Now, children, here we'll see this all you have to underline. This point. Then menstrual cycle is a natural process. And here this point. This is very important. What is menstruation? You can write this answer. Now, children, we will see the reproduction in modern technology. This point. So, in reproduction and modern technology, children, the couples are giving birth to the children, but sometimes due to various reasons, they are not able to produce the child. So that time, in case of women, what may be there? Irregularity of menstrual cycle, difficulty in oocyte production, then obstacles or difficulties or some obstacle in the oviduct. Oviduct, already I told you, difficulties in implantation in uterus, and many other reasons are responsible. And in case of the male, the absence of the sperm in the semen, slow movement of the sperm, anomalies in the sperm, and the region in case of the males. These are the region in case of the males. In advanced medical technique, the so many process are there like IVF, surrogacy, sperm bank. These all are the process by which the childless couple can have the child. First of all, we'll see in vitro fertilization, that is IVF. This we are going to see. This you have to underline. And here, this you have to underline. What are the regions? In case of the female, this all are the region. And in case of the male, these are the region. Let us see fertilization in a test tube. So, here in this technique, fertilization is brought about in the test tube and the embryo formed is implanted in the uterus of woman at the appropriate time, that means maturation time. IVF technique is used for having child in case of those childless couple which have problem of the less sperm count or obstacle in the oviduct. Next is the surrogacy. This is surrogacy. So let us see now this topic of surrogacy. Here, some women have problem in the implantation of the embryo in the uterus. So such women, what they are doing, that they are taking help of the modern remedial technique, that is called surrogacy. In surrogacy, what they are doing, that oocyte is collected from the ovary of the woman which is having problem in implantation in the uterus. That means when their uterus is having some problem, that time woman's ovum is removed from the ovaries, and that oocyte is fertilized in the test tube with the help of sperm collected from her husband. And the embryo, when the sperm and ova get fertilized, then the embryo will be formed. This embryo is implanted in the uterus of some other ladies, that they should be concerned before the implantation. Such women in whose uterus the embryo is implanted is called a surrogate mother. So this point you have to underline. This is also important point, children. Now see the sperm bank. In the sperm bank, there are various problems in the sperm production as mentioned. In this case of many men, they are having problem in the production of the sperm. So that time, to have the child, such couples, they should go for the new concept of sperm bank. This concept is similar to blood bank, only semen is ejaculated by the desired men, and that is collected after their checking up of the medical and health checkup and physical checkup. They are stored in the sperm bank, and whenever they are needed, they can be used as per wish to the needful couple. The oocyte of the woman of the concerned couple is fertilized by the IVF technique using the semen from the sperm bank, and this way resultant embryo will be implanted in the uterus of same woman. But the name of the semen donor is strictly kept secret because as per the law. So this is all about the sperm bank. This is also, sperm bank is also the important topic, children. Now let us see the twins. So when two embryos develop simultaneously in the same uterus, and two offspring are produced, such offspring are called the twins. Now many couple which are having the twins, they two main types of the as monozygotic and dizygotic twins. So let us see if monozygotic twins, they are formed from the single embryo during the early period of embryonic development within the 8 days of zygote formation. Zygote formation means when the fertilization of the sperm and ovum takes place. So that time the cell of that embryo divide into two groups. Those two groups develop as two separate embryos, and this way the monozygotic twins are formed. So such twins are genetically exactly similar to each other. So this point you have to underline, that how the monozygotic is formed. So this you have to underline. So this also, that they are exactly genetically they are exactly similar. Now they both will be of the same gender, either they both will be the boy or the girl. In case of monozygotic twins, the embryonic cells are divided into two groups 8 days after the zygote formation. So there is high possibility of formation of the conjoined twins. That means, what is the meaning of Siamese or conjoined twins? That they are identical twins, but they did not get separated fully from one another, but they are partially separated. Only partially they are separated and partially united. Now, this you have to learn that what are the Siamese or the conjoined twins. So this point you have to underline. Now, sometimes two oocytes are released from the ovary of woman, and both the oocytes are fertilized and by the two separate sperm, and the zygote is formed. So two embryos are formed from these two zygotes. So both of these embryos are separately implanted, and the dizygotic twins will be delivered by complete development. So this is dizygotic. So when two zygotes are involved, it is dizygotic. If one zygote is involved, it is monozygotic. Zygotic. This is cancelled. Next is the reproductive health. A person state being physical or the social strongness is called health. So in our country, it seems that lack of the awareness is there due to reproductive health, due to various needs, social custom, tradition, illiteracy, etc., shyness, etc. Especially it is in difference toward the reproductive health of women. They don't care that much for the ladies. So occurrence of menstrual cycle is related with the reproductive and overall health of the woman. Nowadays the women are working as the men are working, so due to this they have to stay outdoor whole day. Therefore the bleeding occur during menstrual cycle. Due to this the private organs should be maintained clean time to time, otherwise they have problem regarding the reproductive health. Some problem regarding reproductive health also may arise in men also. So this is essential to maintain the cleanliness in their genital organs also. So children, this all you have to underline here, this point. This all. What are the factors? These are the factors that the woman's health is neglected. Children, now here you can see this part is cancelled for you. This part also cancel. And this also cancel. So children, here I am ending my lecture. As you all know, now this chapter is completed. So I'll send you notes in PDF form in the next lecture. And for your unit test, your 3 lesson will be from the science 1 and 3 lesson will be from science 2. Paper pattern I'll send you along with the PDF. I hope this will be clear to all of you children. Just read out the lesson and prepare nicely for your practice test, children. And every time what I'm telling, that I think you everybody might remember that we had to write all the important point, practice the diagram, and read each and every line thoroughly, so that concept will be clear to you. And whatever doubts are there, you can ask me, children. You can text me. So hope I tried my level best to make you understand. So I think you might understood which topic I told, that they are very important, as menstrual cycle is very important, the diagram is also very important. Then reproductive organ, this reproductive organ are in the practical also. Fertilization is important, then double fertilization in angiosperm in this chapter. This all for sexual reproduction in plants, that is also important. Then vegetative propagation, fragmentation, this budding, these all are very important topic. Asexual, what is asexual reproduction, binary fission, multiple fission, this all topic you have to study thoroughly, children. So thank you, and just prepare for your exam. All the best for you all.